Alright, we're back out here. I'm back. I went to O'Reilly instead of AutoZone. So far what I've done, this is my EGR. This is what I was needing the carbon choke cleaner for. I'm just spraying that carbon choke cleaner right into here, cleaning all the gunk out. It's very, very dirty, but it's looking better. I might need to do another round here, but after that is a little bit more dry, then we'll reinstall this. It sits in there like this back here, and we have this gasket here and these two bolts. There's a toothbrush I was using to help clean it out, just to help loosen up some of the gunk, and you can see how dirty it was in there. Anyway, after we get that cleaned up as good as I can anyway, we'll put that back on. And then here is my old hose with my clamps that I need to reuse. And they had a piece of scrap hose already, so he gave me this. Hopefully this will work. I probably need to cut it down to size, cut some of it off. He took my hose back, so I'm sure he measured that, hopefully. So that's what we're going to use for that. So after I get this on and the connector back on it, I will work on that hose and get it hooked up. It goes here to here, and then I can hook all this back up back here, and then I can put my air intake back on. Drew a blank there for a minute, and then we'll crank her up and see if it works. So I might have to make this into different parts because I ain't done with that yet. Let me see if I can just show you. There we go. I don't know if I can position you so you can see me try to clean this one more time. And then we'll try to get it dried off. I don't know if you're going to fall there or not. So I'm just going to take it. I'm almost out of this. That's how much I've been spraying it. It's looking pretty clean now. It was super dirty coming out earlier. I think that's as good as it's getting. So, yeah, I'm almost out of that now. So, just kind of knock out any excess fluid, any excess junk that wants to fall out of there. Just give it a good knocking. Okay, just gonna let that sit there for a minute. But I can take you, and we can come over here. Oh, got a few tools over here. Let me try to put some of this stuff up out of the way. Done with this. That can be put out of the way. Just extra rags. I'm gonna need these clamps off of here. But for the means of the EGR, the things that I will need out of here would be, I'm gonna use this. To tighten it, but it's such a such long bolts in a tight space, I'm just going to use this. I kind of use it as a handle just to have my hand back there, just so I can tighten it until I can get this back there, just because there's not a lot of space to work with. So these are the only things I need to put that back on. So for now, I'm going to work on getting this back on. I'm not going to record it because it may take a while. And I don't know if I have a good angle to do it. If I can find a good angle, maybe I can. Let's see. Let's just... Maybe not. We'll try that. But I might have to come stop y'all. Okay. So, I gotta be careful because it has this gasket. I know that y'all can't see right now. I'm just gathering what I need over here. Okay. I'm coming. Okay. So, I'm just going to kind of put that. Got the gasket on there. I got my bolts on here. I'm going to try to feel my way through there. Like I said, I'm going to start with this and just tighten it by hand at first. I have to go behind all these wires and hoses. If you got bigger hands, this might be a very difficult job for you to do. But at least I got daylight this time. The past couple of times I've done this job, I've done it in the dark and just had to feel my way. Okay, found where it goes. I'm just gonna put that in place and just start tightening these by hand real quick. It's not a long job or a hard job. It's just a tight squeeze. There's not much space to move around. So now I'm going to go in with this. Now that I got them started, and it's even tight for that to fit in there, honestly. And then be careful, gently tighten. There's just a lot of things in the way. Okay, I got them hand tightened down. I'm gonna go in and snug them up. I'm so glad I got some daylight. It's about 4 o'clock right now. Last night when I was out here, I started around 5, but I was probably working on this part more around 6, and I was losing daylight. The first time I ever cleaned this, it was like after dark and I was using a lamp out here and it's just super hard to see. Okay. I got them hand tightened. Alright, so it's on. We have a connector. I'm going to reconnect. It clicked. I have to connect this hose back to here, and there's another connector right here, but I'm going to do that after I get the hose on. So I'm going to show you. There it is right there. That's what we just put back on. Now, what I need to do with this, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to cut that down. So it goes here. And then to here. Yeah, because that's way too long. Okay, I'm going to have to cut that down. I'm going to try to pause you here for a minute, but if I lose you, there will be a part 2. Okay, I am back. I went ahead and snipped it. I snipped it a little bit longer because I don't want to snip too much off. So I'm going to get these clamps off of here and put them onto the new hose. So I'm going to need those. Okay. Trying to keep the curve going in the right direction with the outside of the hoses, so we'll see about this. Okay, so hopefully this goes smoothly. That went on pretty good. Oh, went on pretty good. Let's put the clamps where they need to be. If I can. Just trying to push that clamp down. It's getting a little stuck. So I'm just squeezing and pushing at the same time. All right. There. And then get this one where it needs to be. Okay, I'm going to put that hose back on. It's a little chilly out, so I've got to be careful. And then this connector, snap that back in. Alright, now we're ready to start the air intake process. I got to go get my air filter because it is inside. So, let me go do that. I will just need a flathead screwdriver for that part because, oh, that's all we need. Try to put up tools along the way just because at the end of it all, putting up tools is not something you want to have to spend a lot of time with. So, I'll be right back. Alright, back. I got my air filter. I think what I am going to do is put the air filter on first and then shimmy this back into place because it's just a little tight. Sorry. Okay, get that back on. And we got a clamp here that we need to tighten down. I'm just gonna tighten it up a little bit first, actually. I don't know if you can see anything. Don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna leave you there. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I have my clamp on here. Tight spaces. Okay. I'm just getting everything fastened back down. I'm just snugging it for now. I don't even know why I undid this one. I didn't really have to undo this one when I took it off, because it wasn't holding it onto the engine. So, snug it all down. Okay. Make sure this one's good at the base here, holding it where it needs to be. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to connect my mass airflow sensor, and now we should be at to the point to where we can crank it and see what it does, which is a little scary for me to do just because I have been dealing with this for quite some time now. So let's try it. I should know pretty soon after cranking if that resolved the issue or not, because it'll be really rough if it didn't. Okay, here we go. A little nervous. Looking at the RPMs right now. Something still feels a little rough, but it's not like it was. It's much better. Maybe it's just going to take a minute to... I mean, before I did everything I just did, the RPMs were down to like 500 and less. I mean, it was to where it was cutting off on me sitting here right like this. So I believe it might be fixed. Let me rev it. It's holding. I mean, it's looking pretty good. It's feeling okay. I'm gonna have to take a test drive and really see, but as far as I know right now, I think I fixed the problem. I think it was that hose. It had a crack in it. The EGR also needed to be cleaned out real good. I'm gonna read my codes after I get off of here, and maybe I'll post a picture of my codes before and a picture of my codes after. So check back to my channel and see the post, and I'll also update y'all a little later if I'm able to drive it around a bit and see how it drives, because right now, sitting here right now, I could not do that. So it would be literally dying on me if I was just sitting here before. So I think that everything is resolved. We'll see. Thanks for watching. Bye.